name's Travis Lunk and I work with the City of Wilmington Water Department, and I'm doing this video as part of a series. It's 9 things you can do at home to help protect water quality. This is number 5, and this is household hazardous chemicals. Things you might use around home that could potentially impact water quality. So hope you enjoy. While soaps and detergents are made to be biodegradable and safe to go down a drain, many chemicals are not safe to put down a drain. In fact, they're called household hazardous chemicals and described just that way as a warning that you should not put them down the drain. Some things you can do to avoid that. One is only purchase what you need. So purchase small amounts for the project that you're working on. Consider safer alternatives. So look at the labels before you purchase to determine if there's something safer you could use, an alternate product, for instance. Read labels and safety data sheets prior to use so you know what protective equipment to use when using that chemical. And also, it may give you ideas if that chemical can be recycled or if it needs to be disposed of. So hazardous household cleaners, home maintenance products, even thermometers, home medical waste, which we'll talk about a little bit coming up, electronics and batteries are some things to consider, whether they can be recycled or have to be disposed of. So if they have to be disposed of, you can often check with your county under household hazardous waste disposal for the county, and they'll have some ideas of places that can take that. For Southwest Ohio, I'll put one place I know of here on the screen so you have somewhere to refer to. This place is in Cincinnati, so you may be able to find places closer. Consider recycling too. So I have an example here, this antifreeze, and a lot of the auto parts places, you can look and find one that may take this back because they can process it and possibly reuse it. Motor oil, that's another great example. If you have something like this paint remover, this is getting to where we'd have to probably take it to a household hazardous waste facility, and for a small fee they can take it and safely process it and dispose of it. Always store chemicals in their original containers so you can refer to the label for the safety of that product. You can also, for more hazardous things, make sure to store them indoors to where they're not going to leak into the environment. You may also consider secondary containment, which could be a large plastic bin to where if the contents were to leak of the product that you have, they would go into that bin. Pharmaceuticals have become an emerging issue in water quality. So a lot of the pharmaceuticals that we have at home, if those go down the drain, they can cause problems in the environment and at extremely low levels. So low that we look at things what they call parts per billion level, and that would be 1 drop into 10,000 gallons of water. So that's a very small amount. Some of these pharmaceuticals are a concern at parts per trillion level. So consider 35 junior Olympic swimming pools, and if you took the volume of all those swimming pools and put 1 drop in there, that's what we're talking about. That's 1 part per trillion roughly. So very low levels. So what can we do? You can look for safer alternatives, maybe a take-back facility. Some pharmacies, even police departments will have take-back containers where you can take back controlled substances, for instance. Other things, you'd never want to flush down a toilet. You can find other ways to dispose of them. Sometimes disposing into the regular trash is much safer than putting it right into the water. So definitely look for safe alternatives to disposing of pharmaceuticals as well. So kind of in summary, we've talked about only buying what you need, read the labels and use properly, and consider the total life of that product. So from the time you bought it, how you're going to store it, how you're going to dispose of it, and when you go dispose, see what resources are out there. So obviously having it recycled would be best. If you need to dispose of it, look for one of these household hazardous waste facilities that will do the take back. Thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll have more. This is 5 of 9, so we'll have 4 more videos coming up. So hopefully you'll look forward to those. I'll put my contact information here, so feel free to reach out or tell me what you liked or didn't like about the videos, and thanks a lot.